Good morning, everyone, and welcome, and wish everyone a happy new year, and maybe may be success year and a safe year for everyone. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware of risk in the future trading. We strongly recommend to stay on a sim as long as needed before you go live with the real money. All our videos are for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on a sim. We're not responsible for your trade, and it is strictly for an educational purpose only. At 9:30, when the market opened, it just ignite to the up trend, and we still have, it was very fast. We still have one trade left open. At 9:30, the market had changed direction immediately and it started going up. We had an entry on the ES. I didn't have time today to set up the Forex, and I didn't have time to set up the stocks. I want to show the Forex and the stock, and maybe next time I will be live, I will be showing the Forex and the stocks. But today didn't have time. We are extremely busy after New Year Eve. So on the automated, we will be covering the automated trade. On the signal, swing trading, we will cover the scalper. We will cover the TI7 automated trade. And to start with, on the left upper corner, it is the 1 minute chart. And as you see here, we already crossed the 1,000 ticks based on one contract only on each instruments. You don't have to trade all the instruments. You can trade ES, NASDAQ, YM, or CL. You don't have to trade them all. But as an example, we had an entry on the automated signal at 36.8525. Target 37.0775 already hit 100 tick on the, and then a target hit, as you see here, target hit already hit 100 tick on the ES, 196 ticks based on one contract on the YM, 350 ticks on the NASDAQ. On the right upper corner, it is the scalper, which we will be using on the scalper, the white chart. The blue chart, as you see here, they are for a swing trade in 1 minute. And right now, all the trades are closed target hit on the scalper. What we are using 15 ticks on the scalper swing trading. And then this one here, when the markets open, it was very fast and they hit the target immediately. And on the scalper, we hit 1,288 ticks based on one contract. And we will try to update you on every new signal. You will find a new signal here on the first column. Another things we want to cover also, we want to cover the TI7. The TI7, it is not like the signal. The TI7, it is a total different automated trade, and we will cover that also today. It is a total different automated trade, and we will also keep watching this one here and trying to get some stuff moving today. And the TI7, again, it has nothing to do with the swing trading or the strategy here. Once the market settle a little bit, we will start examine the market and we start giving you direction in the market today. All those auto trades on the TI7, we started at 9:30. We normally start at 10 o'clock. Now it's 9:43, so we will hold our breath for 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. This is our official started time, and we start cover the market. I prefer to wait 15, 20 minutes after the market open before we start examine what's going on in the market and trying to find a direction in the market. So bear with me till 10 o'clock. This is our official starting time, and we start exam the market and trying to figure out which direction this market willing to go today. I'm sorry, I was supposed to set up a market analyzer for Forex and stocks today, but I didn't have time. We are extremely busy. A lot of people has updated their computers, changing machine IDs, and you name it. So right now on the scalper we have 1,341 ticks into the profit. On the swing trading we have 1,000. Exactly 1,000 ticks into the profit, and we start exam more about this market at 10 o'clock. Thank you. Just for the ones that just joined us, now the ES closed on that trade because we started at 9:30. So this is the first trade. On the first trade on the ES nailed 875. Our daily day target is 1,000. So we still missing $125 to hit the $1,000 a day on the ES, which it will be on the next trade. In cases like this, gentlemen, in cases like this, your daily target is 1,000. On one trade, you nailed 875. Call it off. Don't risk it. Because on the next trade, you might get $1,000 more, or you can lose your 875. There is no guarantee in this market that tomorrow or after 1 hour you will be making 1,000. There is no guarantee, and anyone say there is a guarantee, he's full of hot air, because there is no way worldwide any system can guarantee you for the next hour you will be making a banana or $1,000. No one can guarantee that. So when you see $875 into the profit based on one trade, it is your call to protect your 875 or go with another round and let this auto trade take one trade, and you might wind up with 2,000, and you might it might wipe up your profit for today. And that is a risk in the market. Is not the auto trade, which a lot of amateur trader, they cannot tell the difference. It's like how much you're expecting to make next year. I don't know how much. Maybe banana. I don't know what I'm expecting next year. If I know, yeah, I mean, nobody can predict future, and nobody can give you guarantee on any future. Whether you are a future trader or a stock trader or an option trader or a Forex trader, there is no company respect themselves and can guarantee you success or guarantee you next week you're going to make $100 or not. Because trading, there is a risk, and we have to respect the risk, and you have to respect how much you can afford to lose and to make money. This one of the disciplines you have to start from day one, how much you are willing to risk, because it cannot be winning all the time. So right now, this is an example. You are $125 away from your daily target. It is a two option here. Take it or leave it. Turn off your auto trade or take another round, and you might double up your money, or you might lose your profit for today. It cannot be both of direction, gentlemen. So this is a management. It is more important in the auto trading than auto trade itself. You have one guy. There is a one guy. He's gonna say, "I'm out of here." On one trade, I made 875. I'm out of here. The same guy, another guy using the same auto trade, he's staying. And I don't know what will happen 10 minutes from now. I have not looked at the market. And the other guy is decided to continue till 12 o'clock. And maybe it's going to be chop market next hour. And he's going to lose the 875 plus maybe another 1,000. Two people using the same auto trade does not mean they will have the same results. Remember that, gentlemen. Two guys using the same auto trade, it cannot be the same results, because one guy have common sense to protect his profit. One guy, he's going to start at 9 o'clock. Another guy is going to start at 8 o'clock. Another guy is going to start at 10 o'clock. So one auto trade, different traders, different results. And it's all depend how you manage your auto trade. It's not the auto trade itself. An auto trade is a mechanical automated trade, and you are the one, you need to control this mechanical automated trading, and you need to know how to manage automated trade. It's not to just turn on, lift off, and now we are on the moon. It cannot be like this in the trading. So this is very important, guys. Learn how to manage any auto trade, not our auto trade. Any auto trade, you need to manage that auto trade. You need to learn how your auto trade work under stress, how your auto trade work on a different timing, and what is your risk on that auto trade, and what is your capital on that auto trade. So all those you have to consider taking before. This is the scalper, the new auto trade we are about to release to the qualified members. Some are not qualified, and to the qualified members, there will be we will be releasing that a new scalper, and it is extremely nice and good. And also we made a video yesterday about this scalper on the other channel, and we will cover much more with that. And this is your NASDAQ, and this is what is special about us. We don't have one auto trade 15 years old, and we trying to keep selling one auto trade. And we just finished, after 6 months working on this one, there is over 21,000 line of coding on this one. And we made it specially for those new traders, the amateur traders, where You only need to set your trailing stop and your stop loss and activate it. That's all. 1 minute, 2 minutes for an aggressive trading, 2, 3 minutes a medium trading, 4, 5 minutes for a conservative trader. This is it. And what it does, adapt itself. And especially for the guys are new, they don't have a knowledge what is the stop loss on a Nasdaq. They don't have a knowledge what is the ES stop loss. You can put it on 000, and then the auto trade will take over for you. So this is a very friendly use. We are done with that, and we already started on a new project. And of course, to the our members, we will be showing you. We already started on a new project, and the newer project also it is much more. Also, it is an extremely good on that trade. On the scalper right now, we are testing the scalper, the ES. We are already on the ES 1200 scalping, and that is the ES market order, all of it market orders, not a limited order, and now it is in a trade for 350 or 300 whatever, and let me. So this is the ES on the scalper, and this is the Nasdaq right now. Is just keep climbing on that trade. Beautiful, and we're gonna keep it. So the gray one, gentlemen, here is the scalper, the new auto trade. The white ones are the TI7. It's a total different automated trade than the ones you see from the market analyzer. It's a total different automated trade. So this is very important to understand the difference between those three different auto trade, and we keep try to okay, we'll stay a little bit quiet till we see where is this market going. Thank you. On the 4 minutes chart, you can see is 0 here, means this is the first trade right now. This is the first trade because there is 0 in here, and this was an early morning, that trade here. It was a little over 1,000, and then we started the system around 9:30, and we are already, this is the first trade on the ES. Let's examine the NASDAQ and the ES for today, and trying to find a direction on both of them. Let's look at the ES first. For the ones who are not familiar with our system, you can see there is a 2 yellow line in there, and you have it at the bottom as well. The system took the trade, and we hit the target. As you see on the ES, it hit 93 ticks, and a position closed at the target. One of the things we have done, and it's not oversold, overbought things. I don't believe in overbought, oversold indicators. What about supply and demand? What happened to it? So oversold, overbought indicators does not mean anything to me in the trading industry. But what we have done here, we manage to give the trader, even if he is auto trading, whether you are trading Forex, stocks, future, once this market entered those 2 yellow line, that means you cannot buy that market anymore. Which this is a privilege when you are auto trading, for somebody has knowledge, and if he is not in a trade, if he wants to, I mean, most of the guys with auto trading, they don't want to touch anything. But for the advanced guys, we have some advanced people. I mean, they've been around for 10 years and 15 years. Once you see this market going into those 2 yellow line here, or vice versa, when the market drop and it goes in between those 2 lines, that means there is no more buying orders. You should not. And now even you should start looking for reversals for those guys that want to trade manually. So when you are on a trade with an auto trade, let's say, and you already have 1,300 on that trade, I mean, we are using one with a trailing stop, the other one without trailing stop. Is up to you what you want to do, or you can have an automatic exit to it. And of course, you need to be trained on that. But when you have crossed on one trade, this is the first trade on that auto trade, and now we are $1,400. And as you see, when the charts are blinking, means there is more buying orders coming in. But this is where you start seeing the fake movement in the market and the real movement in the market. So now we become in the critical area on the ES. You should not be buying here. You should be start closing position. Where the other guy is sitting somewhere, he has no knowledge of trading, or he have a couple indicators following the market, he will not understand the danger. Once you become in that area here, there is no more buying. There is a closing position. And if you have a micro account, this is the area where you can reverse the market on a micro account like an ES. So in order for us, what we have done also, if you see this number here, 3704.50, this is where the re-entry occurred. But because this re-entry right now is very close to the yellow one, I'm not interested to rebuy the ES or re-enter long on the ES because it is over. So as we see right now, this is very important, gentlemen, to understand. It's not just auto trading and activate the auto trade. Knowledge can double up your amount of money or your profit when, as an example right now, let me show you something. It is very important because you have a guy out of nowhere have less than $1,000 account and he want to try an auto trade. And that guy is going to wreck an auto trade. No matter what you give him, he's going to wreck it because he's not looking at the market. He's looking at numbers, how much he can make. But he don't know how he want to make this money. And the same auto trade minutes ago was $1,400. Now you drop to half of the amount because of a lack of knowledge. So it's nice to auto trade. And one of the popular question is, do auto trade works? This is the most question in the market. Do auto trade works? You will have people say they don't work, auto trades. You have some people say they do work on the auto trade. After 28, and now we are going to 29 years behind the screen trading. In auto trade, what I have found out, and 12 years dealing with public and training people, and not everyone can get success in a trading. But for the last 11, 12 years training the public, we learned a lot how the human behave around the market. We have learned a lot how an amateur trader behave around the market. He look at numbers. He want to skip the learning process. He just want an auto trade. Fine. We have around now 9 or 10 auto trades in your package, and it's coming now one more on the direction. On the next webinar, we're releasing one auto trade, and we already started with another auto trade. So we're not speaking of weakness here, but combining the knowledge. When it is a free training, you don't have to pay for training. Knowledge of the market for free, combine it with an auto trade, is a silver bullet. A guy wanted to just turn on an auto trade for the last 11, 12 years. I have never seen any guy get success by just close his eyes, turn on the auto trade, and get up in the morning and find out he's rich. I have never met anyone like this, whether it's my auto trade or somebody else's auto trade. a lot of commercials. There is a lot of commercials with auto trades, but they forgot to say one part on the auto trade. This is an educational place. It's not a place to just market a product. What we have done here, we have put a closing position. It takes 1 millisecond for the guy to secure his profit and say close position. Minutes ago, we had $1,400. After 5 minutes, we have $700. Why? Because we already covered that area here. Once this market get into this place, it is time to close position, and it is time to look for reversal, and it is time to start closing position. It does not need a brilliant trader or put a guy in a room, make him pay for a room for 1 year to understand once this market gets between those two yellow lines, you need to start closing position. It does not need a brilliant guy to do that. I can get a guy from a bodega can do that. Tell him when you see this market gets between those two yellow lines, and if you are auto trading, close. So we have, even when you are auto trading a clean chart, it does not hurt to open next to it a chart. And our system, it is very clear. You don't have to do anything, draw anything on the chart, and it is very clear. It's telling you what is the next step. By itself, it's telling you what is the next step. As we see here on the left corner, those are measuring the buyers and the sellers with a 6 different high time frame. So as we see here, the buyers over the sellers, this is an indication that this market, there is a little more potential to go a little bit higher, but you are still in the danger area here. Then what we have done, we have combined the bulls and the bears, which they are start getting closer to each other. We are on 56 to 44. They start getting closer to each other. And then that signal here, if you look on that signal, and this is the signal for the Russell, and we have an auto trade on the Russell, that signal here is combining 10 indicator where most of the traders use MACDs, volatility, momentum, ATR, all those indicators, CCI, all those indicators, we combine them in one signal, and it's telling you is it neutral, long, or short. This way, you are on autopilot, and at the same time you are reading the market. It's telling you exactly if this market gonna go back, it's gonna fall to this one here. This is your first step. If this trend got broken, all bets off on the long trades. If this market go below the 3704, all bets are off on a long trade anymore. Why? If we look at this chart here, the farther is the bars away from that line, the stronger the trend is. And it don't need a brainer for that. The farther the bar is from that line, the stronger the trend is. As we see here, the market starts sinking in, and the minute this market touched this bar, the trend has been broken. And it is over. So we don't need to take an action, because a human, when he uses motion, especially new traders, been around the block for 3-4 years, there are more emotional people, those kind of. So we don't need to take any action on our behalf, but what we can say, I'm auto trading in ES. I have some money in here. If this market go below that number, that means the trend is over. I can override the auto trade and cut it off. The same thing happened on the Russell. Is finished. So looking at the auto trade is very fine. Looking at numbers. One day you are on 1,000, one day on $100, one day you are down $100. Those are numbers. But we need to separate our feelings from the numbers and look at the technical side. combining a human knowledge with an auto trade, they are silver bullet. Because now in 2021, it's not going to be a piece of cake. Every year is going to get harder. The algorithm is getting very advanced. The internet getting faster and faster. The computers are getting bigger. You cannot go and wave the market with an ATR auto trade or a MACD auto trade and call it an auto trade anymore. This little scalper, it is just a scalper. Took a 21,000 line of coding to just make one auto trade, and it's no longer you are able to sometimes manually pinpoint the market. So auto trade are great, but you need to learn beside the auto trade how this market moving. And as we see here, look at this. I don't want to close it now. As we see what we have said 10 minutes ago, go back. Whatever we say, you go back to the video and confirm it. We don't play around here. And 8 out of 10, we get it right. We tell you in advance what's going on in the market before it happened. And as we told you, when the market is going to go between those two yellow lines, the party is over. 10 minutes ago, you had $1,400 into the profit, and now you shrink into $600 into the profit. You just give away almost $1,000 out of your pocket, out of your profit, because of lack of knowledge. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. Do auto trade works? Yes, with knowledge. Auto trade without knowledge is a disaster. It's a matter of time before you hit the wall, because today the market is going fine. You're going to make money in the auto trade. Tomorrow the market is chop. What you going to do? You're going to lose, because you have no knowledge. So and here is what freaks me out. The education is totally free, and I don't see why a person reject education for free. To me, with no personal thanks to anyone, with all the respect to anyone, for a guy gets an offer to get free education and he rejects it, he don't deserve to make money in the market, honestly. So here is a good question, because this is what my mission on a YouTube live is, not to just calling a trade for a guy. My mission here is to show you the difference between a guy is auto trading with knowledge and a guy is auto trading with no knowledge. Two traders using the same auto trade does not mean they will have the same performance. And all what it takes, it was click a button and you are done. How long it takes to close position? 1 second. It takes 1 second to close position on any kind of auto trade. 1 second. We have a new signal on the ES, sell position, and now the market start turning around. This is the scalper from the 15-second, start taking the short trade. This is an early prediction by looking at the swing trading and the scalping, because the scalping is 15 seconds. That will give you an early prediction what's going on in the market, and this will help you if you are on a long trade, will help you indicate for you that to close position. And now on the scalper, we are is an automated trade. You can use an ATM. I prefer to use an ATM personally. Why I prefer to use an ATM? Because what I can do, I can extend the target, and if the market go into my direction, I can extend the target, but I'm not going to do that right now. The YouTube is sucking all the net out of my computer. And or if I want to, I can secure some of the profit. So that's why I prefer to, personally, I prefer to use an ATM. And there is two types, ATM strategy and an ATM. You can use any one you want. You can, the system has already an ATM, or you can use your own ATM, your own trailing stop, and your own stop loss. Now, if we look on the ES, the market analyzer took a short trade. The market came in to where all the support area on the ES, bouncing back to the resistance line. So when you are trading, you don't need all those indicators. Once you understand the FIBs, and actually if you go on our web, I made a big report on the FIBs, how to look at the FIBs, how you trade the FIBs. We made all kind of full details about FIBs on our web. And here, why I like to use an ATM on this scalper. First, what I can do, as you see that the target is not coming on the fib line on a support. What does that mean? I have 950 on this one here. I can maybe extend the target. That's why I like the ATM. I will let the auto trade take the trade. I will let the auto trade to put the stop loss on the fib line automatically. It does. The auto trade does it itself. It's not like this auto trade 10 ticks stop loss like the TI7 or 15 ticks a trailing stop. On the signal, you can see this one goes automatically on the fibs, calculating the support and the resistance with a separate resistance and a support line. So, as you see here, the ES came in right into the target. This is the trader can extend the target or can secure more profit, which I wanted to close at 126.99. And if I want to secure some of the profit on the scalper, the system has put it at the fib line. It's very fine. But I think if you think you're done with this area, you can take at least some of your profit out. You can extend your target, or you can secure more profit, and it does not need a brainer for that. You know, you just put it above or below the fib line, and you protect your trailing stop, like what you have seen on the ES has been confirmed. The resistance line is 301.53. The ES came the first time, the second time, and now is dropping. And that is going to make a difference between a $1,000 trade and $200 trade or a banana trade. You're going to walk away with nothing. Gentlemen, trading is a beautiful thing, but there is no shortcut. Especially when you are provided with education for free. that it is. I can understand if it was costing money. You know, you said this guy wanted to have more money and blah, blah, blah. I can understand. But when it's a free training and you refuse to learn, then you should not be trading and you should not deserve to make money. If anyone can turn on an auto trade, you're not going to find a garbage man on Monday to pick up your garbage. If it's anybody can buy a couple $1,000 auto trade and call it off, then we're not going to have anyone taking your garbage. There is no one that's going to deliver pizza to you. It's not as simple as you think, folks. Let's look at the gold. Another thing, two options we have on the auto trade. We're the only company can do that. The system calculated if there is more trend on the trade, as you see right now on the gold, the system expands the target by itself. It does it by itself. It moves the target itself. It's not a fixed trade like the TI7. You put the first target 20 ticks, 30 ticks, and then the second target 50 ticks. No. If you don't want to touch anything, because of course we have traders, they are very professionals, and we have disaster traders, they hardly know how to load a chart on NinjaTrader. And you cannot treat those guys the same way. We have one guy have $2,000, and we have another guy in Hong Kong have $250,000 on a daily basis. You cannot treat those two guys together. This guy is trading different than this guy with a 2,000. One guy has knowledge, one guy has no knowledge. So what we did, we have this target on the scalper or on the swing trading. If this market is trending, is going to extend the target for you, or if you want to override the auto trade and you want to extend the target like what I have done with the Nasdaq, you can do that. Very simple. Let's go ahead and give a little bit to the CL. Another trick why I like the ATM, not the fully automated. There is a full automated on the. Sometimes you're gonna have a problem with an entry like this one here. You don't know what to do with it. You can see it's going south. Okay? You can see it's going south on that entry. Why leave it alone? Get rid of it. It's only 15 ticks chart. What does that mean? This market, don't force close any position. This is lesson number 1. Do not force close any position. Just give it a little air to breathe. Maybe it's going to turn around. But I don't want to risk any more trade, a high trade on it. If this CL want to go south, I prefer to put those trailing stop in the right place. If this market continue to go up, once those fibs come into your trailing stop, it's going to move them for you automatically. And then it put it on the right place by itself, automatic. And if this market goes south, we did not lose money on it, then we will take the second signal. It's brilliant what we have done to it. We cannot just come in with an ATR auto trade and we're going to wave the market in 2021 anymore. This is way out of date. Or a MACD, out of date. Is 15 years out of date. So the technology has changed a lot. And if you are not updated, you're not educated, you're not aware of the market, you will never be a successful trader. Not here, nowhere else. Again, let me go back on the ES, gentlemen. We have confirmed the 30153, and look how many times try that level and it fell. Okay, so we have confirmed there is a resistance line at 30153. We have confirmed that. Now the ES, if you notice how the auto trade is extended, the target is always calculating where the probability it is to take the trade off. Look how it's extended itself. There we go, from $200-300 trade turning around to $1,000 trade. It is how to manage. Now look at this one here. It is very important to understand how the market functions. As we see here on the 30089, there is a double support area. 8 out of 10, when there is a double support, the market is going to have a hard time to break this double support or a double resistance. It is very important. Once you see double support or a double resistance, that means the market is going to turn around. Probably it's going to go back, retest it to see if we can break it again or not. So as you see here, we have a double support area at 30089. And this is the trader call to lock his profit on $950, $750, or close it, market order, and protect his profit. So this is a really, really important to understand and evaluate where you are in the market and where is the danger in the market. It is always very clear how the market works. So as you see here, when we put the trailing stop, the auto trade have moved my trailing stop to the proper area by itself automatically. And now it came into 30126, and it seems like the resistance line is holding on 30126. If this one will close one trade, we still have one more trade. It is a major resistance line. We close one trade. We nailed $300 out of it, and we still have one more. You can take this one down, close it with 600, or you can leave it. It's up to you. It is always up to the trader how he steers the auto trade. Always. Let's take another auto trade while we are waiting on this. The ES, we are done with it right now. We are coming to the NASDAQ. We're going to take this one out. And we're going to bring the NASDAQ. On the NASDAQ, we are already, this is the TI7, is already made $3,000 on the NASDAQ, and we have $600 out. The daily target on this one here is 1,000, but when the market go into your favor, it's going to stay on. And the market was going to your favor, stand closing on 1,000. Now you got 3,000, and you have one trade out. Let's go ahead and examine to see if I wanted to close that trade or I want to stay with it. If we look at the NASDAQ, it's the same story as the ES. Look, when the market on the NASDAQ came in between those two yellow lines, the market fell. It works like a clock. On top of that, the system gave you sell position right there, automatically. And those are not repaint signal. Once it gives you the signal, it stays there. It's not a repaint indicator. So let's go ahead and examine what happened here on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ took the first trade. The second trade on the high is fine. Right there. And the market fell. So again, this is another example when the market hit the high here, it takes, plus you got the sell signal here, takes 1 second to click on that button and say close position, please. It's right there. And I will close it and show it to you. It takes 1 second. Close position. I'm going to do it right now. We have 3,000 in. And we have 500 out. Close position. We close position. That's all what it takes from the trader. We don't have to be brilliant. Profit, 3,495. So what we are saying here, auto trades are wonderful with knowledge. Without knowledge, you're not getting anywhere. You can blame the auto trade. You can blame Ninja Trader. You can blame the weather. But there is no easy cut in the trading, folks. And we're not asking you to be sitting in a room and pay anyone money. No, this does not help. You know, to go to a room, somebody call a trade for you. How about if this guy jump out of a balcony tomorrow? What you gonna do? You're gonna stay out of business? No. But when you understand how the market works, you don't need to pay anyone to call a trade for you. You can do better than that by sitting by yourself and learn a little bit, or have someone guiding you, like what we are doing right now here for free. This is a tremendous pressure for us to be on a YouTube every day, wasting an hour or two. Tremendous pressure on us. But we do it anyway. Free education. And that it is making a difference between one trader and another. So on this one here, we are done. On the Russell, we closed 1,100. And you know what? We told you about the Russell is over a long time ago. I mean, what is special about it? I mean, it's not a surprising where it closed. We have indicate what happening. We have closed the ES. We have closed the NASDAQ. We still have one YM running. And a little bit here, a little bit there. You are done for today. You'll be amazed by just taking one signal from ES, one signal from the YM, one signal from the NASDAQ. A little bit here, a little bit there. You're done. It's not really, it is a pleasant actually. Once you start getting comfortable with your trade, it is a very pleasant, you enjoy trading, you know, instead of being scared to trade, you know, and don't try to overdo your account. If you can afford $200 a day, just stay on the $200 a day, you know. Folks, I'm going to take a break and let me tell you what will happen on the YM. Why the YM is sitting on a standby. This is the ES. Why is not going anywhere? We have a signal and there is only 8 ticks. Why? It's having a problem with the support area at 36.95.25. Okay? And I'm dragging this one all the way here, right above the resistance line. If this ES able to break this one here, as you see, he has tried 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. It's telling you, the market is telling you constantly what's going on. The numbers, they talk to you. Once you start understand the market, the numbers start talking to you. As we see here from 10:31, now what time is it? It's 10 minutes ago. The ES is talking to us, is telling us, hey buddy, I'm having a problem on that line. Hey buddy, I'm having a problem here. Hey buddy, I'm having a problem here. Hey buddy, I'm having a problem here. This is the 5th time, 6 times giving us warning. The ES is telling us, I'm having a problem here. It don't need a brilliant trader to see that this ES having a problem with 3695. It don't need an expert trader to see that. If this ES break that area, we're going direct to the 36.8875, and that is direct to $1,000 trade on the YM. Very simple. Once you start understanding, so now we are breaking the 36.95, secure some of the profit, taking the trailing stop right above the fib line, because now the support become a resistance, and we're going directly to the 36.89, and we can close position at 36.89. We know that trade can go to the double support and lock $1,000 trade on a YM. How many of you can get clear $1,000 on a YM or a NASDAQ on one trade? Knowledge, gentlemen, knowledge. Knowledge. It's like when you are in the army, or you get your ranks while you're trading. You don't while you're learning, while you're you don't just you get a high rank because we are good looking. Here is a YM. As an example, we have a knowledge what's going on this YM. Look what we told you. The ES is coming to. It's going straight to the 36.88. If it breaks, the next level is 36.85.75. Simple. Here is your call. You have on that auto trade, the TI7, $1,700. And here it is 000. That means it was no trade before that. This is your call, like what we have done to the NASDAQ, to close position immediately. Look what the ES, as expected. This is a time the market is telling you, take what you have or leave it. I have 1,600 right now. The ES, we told you exactly what is going to happen before it happened. Close position. I close position. That's all what it takes, one button. You locked in profit 1,450. Now I left this one open for you You can see how much the market shrink in the profit. Gentlemen, we are extremely busy today. I cannot stay very long on a YouTube today. We have tons of work, and we try to dedicate as much as we can to YouTube for free. And but we have a huge impact. We are extremely busy. I need to call it off for today. I want to say thank you very much for all the support. I want to say wish you success year for you and your family, and a safe for the next year. We will be on again on Thursday. On Thursday, I will be providing, or I will be showing the Forex, and I will be showing you the stock. If you wanted to trade with the signal on the stock, we can do that as well. I will show it to you on Thursday. I want to say thank you very much. God bless you all, and see you on Thursday at 10 o'clock.